Tired of feeling like a victim? In this video, I'll give you a simple tool for that. Hello everyone, welcome to this space. Now, before I dive into this topic, right off the bat, I want to leave an important note here. The scenarios I'm talking about and referring to in this video are all non-life-threatening ones. So if you're in a situation where you are in danger of or already experiencing any kind of physical harm, then please contact the relevant authorities and ask for help, or contact someone you can trust and ask them for help. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the victim mode and give you a simple tool of how to escape it. And I can already tell you, the tool is to reframe the situation and what you're experiencing. Now, it's not to say that in the past or in the present, you have not experienced something that has victimized you, or that you have not been a real victim at some point in your life. And also in future, you might encounter something where you feel like a victim or you get victimized in the future. However, on this path of spiritual development, it's crucial that we can overcome the victim mode as much as possible. All right, I want to start with a simple definition of the victim mode. Basically, you're experiencing something where you feel the victim of the situation. And when you feel like the victim, you enter the victim mode, so to speak. And the scenarios are usually that you're experiencing something on the outside of you, you don't like how it makes you feel, and you end up in the victim mode. Now, if I had to give you examples, it could be anything from you're going somewhere, you're driving somewhere, and your car breaks down, or you apply for a job, and they promised that you were the best candidate, however, you don't get the job, or you end up in an argument with a loved one, and they say a few things to you that you find were not just and were not fair to you. So when we go back to the definition, there's already 3 components we can extract from it. So something happens. Whatever is happening on the outside of me. And thirdly, it does not make me feel well. So I experience a negative emotion and I don't like how it makes me feel. Now, and this third component is actually the crucial part. Reason number 1, because if I would be experiencing something and it does not give me a negative emotion, I wouldn't care about it, right? So the second part, the second reason why this is so important is because this third component is actually the key to reframing the scenarios we're experiencing. All right, now, how does the actual reframing go? How does it work? Quite simply, when you're experiencing something on the outside that makes you feel like a victim, you take a step back and you ask the question, what is your message? What is the message that you have for me? Now you might think, is that it? So just by asking a question, I reframe a situation for myself? Basically, yes, because this first step that you take to the reframing part of it is already the biggest step, the most important step that you take. That's because when you ask the question, what is your message? You shift your energy drastically. You make a complete shift in your energy. And what happens is that by default, when your energy shifts and your energy changes, the energy of what you're experiencing on the outside changes too. So basically, now you have put yourself a level higher, basically. You don't feel smaller against or towards what you're experiencing. You encounter it with self-empowerment. You encounter it basically on eye level, and you interact with it from that place. Now, the next step in the reframing process is you become active. From that empowered state, you become active and you try to get to the bottom of whatever you're experiencing. You try to find out, what is the message? What is it trying to tell you? Where does it maybe come from? And what was maybe the purpose of it? Sometimes messages and the answer to your question actually comes through very fast. So all that is left basically for you to do at that point is to say thank you. You just say thank you for the message and this valuable insight you have given me, and watch how that situation exits your life. Sometimes it's possible that when you ask, what is your message, that the answer doesn't come through that fast, that quickly, and you need a little bit more time with it. And in those scenarios and those situations, what I like to do is I'd like to create a space for a proper conversation. And I do it via what I call an energetic setting. All right, what is an energetic setting and how do you do it? When you have pulled yourself out of the immediate situation and you give yourself time and you create a space for that conversation, you basically have to bring in that energy again. And what I use are placeholders. Now, a placeholder can be a chair. Basically, you put a chair for yourself and a second chair for that thing that you experienced. Or a placeholder can be as simple as a piece of paper. And you anchor your energy and you anchor the energy of what you've experienced to that placeholder. If you're wondering, that's it, that's how I anchor energies, and I can confirm to you, it works. It really works. Just by you deciding that you have anchored an energy to a placeholder, just with your intention, the energy is then anchored and available to you for that conversation. Now, if I would go in depth about these energetic settings and the variations of it, it would blow this video out of proportion. But if you're interested, just let me know in the comment section, and later I can make a video about it too. So just to finish off and wrap up this video, I want you to take time and give this scenario and situation space. Give it time, because sometimes the messages that come through are very important, and they have to sometimes go through various layers before they reach you, before you actually understand the message. So give it time, don't rush it. All right? Okay, well, I hope this video helps you on your spiritual journey.